Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you about taking open houses to a whole new level. And when you think about open houses, I'd like you to think about them differently in that they're going to be an event. Now, when I say event, that takes some planning. We don't plan a birthday party for a Saturday and start the planning the day before. We're at least a week out, right? And so we're gonna start the planning of the open house at least a week in advance. Now, you obviously have to talk to the seller about delaying putting that house on the market for a week, and yet it is in their best interest to generate all that pent up excitement around this upcoming listing. So what we've found to be the most opportune day and time of the week was Saturdays from 11 to 1. Couldn't tell you, the reasoning behind it. It's just that through all of the experimenting, 11 to 1 on Saturdays seemed to really work. You figure out what works best in your area. So let me go back to the beginning where I said this is going to be an event. Now, if you're going to create an event, you want it to look like an event outside, not just your sign and some balloons out front. You want a lot of activity, like people know something is going on. And so you're going to hire a food truck for your open house. They're a ton of fun. You can find them through your local chamber. Most of them are registered with the chamber, and you can find out who you need to reach out to there. Now, the way that this is going to work is on Monday, you are going to mail out a postcard invite to 100 houses surrounding that home. Now, you can find this through your tax records. You can do this through command. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that, and yet you're going to mail out that postcard inviting them to come tour the home and have lunch on you. Now, on Wednesday, you're going to circle prospect that same 100 houses. And again, there's a lot of software and a lot of different things that you can use to get telephone numbers. One thing I do want to say is, guys, we got to watch the do not call registry, right? So you want to make sure that you're using a system that scrubs against that. And you're going to circle prospect, and you're just going to let them know that you've listed the neighbor's house and you're holding an open house and lunch is on you, and you'd love to invite them to attend. And then on Friday, you're going to door knock at least 20 to 25 homes in either direction from that house, ideally the entire street that home sits on. Now, when you're inviting people and you're door knocking, obviously the goal is to have a conversation. Take a printed flyer, inviting them to the open house, put on there that there's going to be a food truck, let them know there's going to be a lot of activity on the street, there might be a lot of traffic, and to just bear with you, it's only going to be for 2 hours. All right, so that's the setup leading up to it. By the way, if you do not mail out that postcard on a Monday, maybe Tuesday at the latest, don't do that, because you certainly wouldn't want it to arrive after your open house if there were delays with the Postal Service. All right, so let's talk about leading up to, once you've done all of that, that's all of your marketing, that's getting everybody to attend. The day before, so long as it's permitted in your area, you're gonna put out 15 to 20 directionals with a rider on the top, and that rider is going to say free food truck. Very, very important that you put that on there, free food truck. All right, so that's the day before. Now, the day of course, now all the excitement's there, people are going to be wanting to attend, and your food truck's going to get there. If you have a card table, chairs, even with those little gazebo type tent things that you can put over top of the table, that's great, because then the folks can sit down. And the way this is going to work is folks are going to have to tour the home to get a ticket for their lunch from you. They'll then give that ticket to the food truck, and that's how they tally their meals, by the way. And then they're going to get that ticket from you and go have lunch. Now, when you're setting up for the open house, on the inside, on the kitchen counter, you're going to get a little acrylic holder that will hold a piece of paper, right? You slide it in there, and it's going to say, ask me if my system will work to sell your home, right? And you're gonna put some examples of your marketing. It could be your brochures, it could be door hangers, it could be postcards, it could be a multitude of things, whatever you do to market the home. Now, guys, that's how you attract other sellers. And you are going to get so much traffic through these open houses. We very, very rarely see less than anywhere from 30 to 40 people at a minimum coming through those open houses. Now, we've negotiated rates with the 3 food truck vendors that we use, and it's $275 for the first 30 meals, and it's $8 per person after that. And this works. Guys, when there's all the people are standing out, the neighbors are congregating as well as new folks, you're going to have conversations with people that are extremely interested in what you're doing, because I promise you that you're doing more than the other realtors that they know. This works. We'd love to hear back from you, how this works for you, and let me know how it goes. See ya.